guys, welcome back to The Cozy Alchemist. I'm your girl Ashley and welcome to my home. Today we are going to get into the 5 books that I have used and that have been super helpful in connecting to nature, connecting to herbs, plants, cooking, etc. I kind of wanted to share these with you since I have done teas. You guys have seen me go on trips and stuff to get more herbs, so I thought this was a perfect video to make for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the smallest one. Many may not know, but I am a moon girl. So this is called Moon Magic, your complete guide to harnessing the magical energy of the moon. Now I got this several years ago when I was a young and still learning things, right? I was a little hesitant to jump into this stuff, but then I saw this book and I was like, I gotta have it. So anyway, so I got it. This is a cute place to start. As you can see, like annotated everything. So it talks about like just the different moons, like moon in Aries, like moon in Sagittarius, what that means. It talks about like everyday ways of using the moon energy. It talks about the full moon and new moon and the differences. It just gives a lot of really good information that I think some of us just intuitively know, but we don't say it or we don't realize that's what we're doing. And so I thought this was a good one to share for beginners, those who are wanting to jump into working with the moon energy, or just are interested in wanting to educate themselves. Okay, so the next one is kind of one of those like books. It's just gorgeous and it can be used. I just love it. So this is Floriography. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Floriography. This one is an illustrated guide to Victorian language of flowers. I mean, I freaking love flower patterns. Not all of them, but I do love some of them. I love dead flowers. I love drying them out. I love using them. I love drying herbs. I love bouquets, so I love to get them alive, y'all. I do appreciate getting them alive, and then I like to dry them. So this book just goes through, oh, I have a love note from my husband. So this goes through like just the different plants. This is basil, and it talks about like what its meaning, its origin, and what it pairs really well with. It also talks about, towards the back, it actually goes through different floral bouquets and when you should send them to someone, what the meanings behind it. This is yarrow, and I love it. I love learning about herbs, flowers, plants. But these drawings are just so pretty. They're just so pretty. I just love this. So this next one is my go-to. I actually had my friends, and then I was like, this isn't good enough. I have to have my own because I want to write in it. I'm gonna take this out, but this is it. This is Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. This is like the Bible of herbs, magical herbs. I love this because it is so thorough and it has so many in here. I've looked at some herb books before and I have yet to find one that's as good as this one. You see how I started there? Excitement. This one runs down through the actual name, folk names, gender, planet, element, deities, powers, and magical uses for each and every single one of them. So if you want to look up coconut, it tells you its powers are purification, protection, and chastity. It gives you, not only does it give you magical uses, but it also gives you like, if there's like folk understanding, folklore to it, it will share that as well. That was really cool. It will tell you like how to do it. So it doesn't just say, oh, money and protection, but it says like grind the seeds, make a flour, then sprinkle it onto your house in a circle to keep evil away from it. or use it to form magic circles on the floor around you while performing magic. Like, and that was for buckwheat. Did you know that? Right, so go and get you this book. It talks about hazel, all of it, all the things. And so it's really good. This is my go-to when I feel like I want to create, for example, an oil. Like, what am I putting in my oil? What are the intentions behind the oil? Not only do you go off your intuition, like, yes, but also if I'm not really sure, I'll pick this up and I'll look for something that has to do with protection, you know, because in the back it will list the ones that's for protection. Or if I'm going to make a simmer pot, because we like to do that, we're a simmer pot family, so get it. It's really good. Next one. Okay, so this is a new one for me because I am not a cooker, you guys. So I love Tabitha Brown. I love her. Sweet. Yes. And so I've been wanting to get my hands on her cooking book, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get her a cooking book and I'm gonna try 1 or 2 of her recipes. That's it. I'm just gonna challenge myself to do 1 breakfast, 1 lunch, 1 dinner, or, you know, like 1 breakfast continuously just to get my foot back in the kitchen. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna be honest, because we're honest here because you're home. We're allowed to be ourselves. I did 1 or 2. So the only one that I was like, oh, I'm gonna do and like really went to go do was the sweet potato avocado toast. And I think it was where's the picture of it? Because I want to show the picture. The oatmeal banana pecan pancakes. I bought all the ingredients, and then the ingredients just sat in the kitchen, and then eventually Asher, because he's the cooker of the family, he's the chef, he made it. So did I technically reach the goal of 1, eating something healthier, because these are all plant-based? Yes, I did eat it. Did I make it myself and work on that goal? No, I did not, but we're still getting there. I bought the ingredients, you guys. You know what I mean? When you just like, right. So we're still working on it. We're still working, you know? I went through and read her recipe. What I really appreciate is like her kind of sharing a little bit about her. But I really love this because she has tabisms at the bottom, which is like kind of like hers just pouring out her love and inspiration and encouragement on you. Now, she is honest and she tells you straight up that some of these things are by spirit. Like, how much sprinkle do you put? Well, until spirit tells you to stop. How much do you want to put in? Like, she was very, very straightforward and said, I don't want you to feel like you have to follow a recipe to the exact. Like, go with your intuition, use your intuition, you know, like, put your foot in it, put your own in it, put your own, I'll add this in, she didn't say it, put your ashe in it. Because cooking is spiritual. I believe that. I feel like this is the message I got when I was reading this, is cooking is spiritual, food is spiritual, food is a connection. And so when people eat your food, it's an energy transfer. Don't mean to get too deep. Don't get upset at me. I'm just a messenger. But I believe that, and that's why I don't get in the kitchen, because when I make stuff, I'm just like, I don't want it. I don't want to make it. I just want to eat it. I believe it because I've had instances where I've had 2 people make the same dish, and I ate it from one person who I know was upset and frustrated with making it the whole time, and the person who really enjoyed it, and it does taste different. I'm just saying. Experiences. So this is great if you are wanting to step into a different type of cooking, a cooking that is more on intuition, fun, joy, spiritual connection, feeding and eating for the connection, love, and building a relationship, a healthy relationship to food. I think this is the book, and I'm gonna continue to stick to this book also because, again, it is plant-based and I love that. So, and the last one is really big, but it's kind of straightforward. Oh, look, a fairy. Hey, girl. itsy ways. I actually borrowed this from someone, and then they were like, just keep it, and then they got themselves another one. This has over 1,000 natural remedies for at home. And it's the encyclopedia. It's the encyclopedia. I don't know what else to say. So if you're wanting to learn, if you're wanting to know about like onion and garlic, here's like, it gives you all of this. And it talks to you about like, you know, if you are dealing with disorders of the brain or nerves, if you're dealing with an earache, nasal problems, digestive system, reproductive system, here are the things, children ailments. It talks about preparations for internal use, how to use herbs, the history and the education with herbalism. It just gives you a lot of information, also aromatherapy, oils. It's an encyclopedia, so I think you get the picture. But it's really good to have on hand, especially since, like, for me, these two, I don't need anything else. I mean, besides if I need to go to the doctor, like go to the doctor, right? But like when I am wanting to like create a syrup for a cough, let me say this. When you're working with herbalisms, just because it's herbs doesn't mean it's not dangerous, and it doesn't mean you can just take as much as you want and that anyone can take just anything, right? Like, there are still dosages that are different for an adult and for a child. There are still herbs that you cannot take a plethora of, or it will mess with your kidneys or mess with your thyroids or mess with whatever. Like, you need to be educated, or you need to go to someone and ask someone who is educated in herbs before you just digest something or put something on your skin or inhale something. Like, I don't know what you guys do out there, but I'm just saying, don't just take this and then start doing random things and then be shocked if it just doesn't go right. It's a skill just like being a doctor or a nurse, like a pharmacist. So do with that as you will, but be careful, okay? And yep, that's it. Those are my 5 books that have helped me connect with Mother Nature, herbs, plants, cooking, food, moon, all of that kind of stuff. If any of these you were like, oh my gosh, I needed to add that, let me know in the comments below. Or if there is a book that you have on your shelf or you have read, gotten your hands on, and you're like, since you read that book, I think you would really, really love to add this to your collection, Ashley. So just let me know in the comments below. I'm happy for any kind of extra or more books to add to. So yeah, so let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.